All right, what's going on, guys? Happy Loser Monday. The Jaguars come out here with some breaking news. The Jaguars have decided to trade running back James Robinson over to the New York Jets. The conditions of the trade are a sixth-round pick that could turn into a fifth-round pick. The condition is that James Robinson needs to rush for 600 yards this season. James Robinson already has 340 yards rushing, so all he needs is 260 yards rushing, and that pick becomes a fifth round pick essentially. But at the end of the day, it's a garbage pick. I mean, it's just a here you go pick. I mean, those day 3 picks usually what you do is you draft a cornerback from Temple that ran a fast 40 time to make the roster the first year, then they become a practice squad player, and then you never hear about them again. James Robinson is a guy that really in 2020 and 2021, he was the best player of the Jaguars offense. I mean, in 2020, the Jaguars, after cutting Leonard Fournette, we were all like, why are the Jaguars cutting Leonard Fournette? And they said, okay, this guy named James Robinson is going to be the starting running back. We didn't know who James Robinson was because we didn't have a preseason. So we were like, all right, like, let's see what the heck this guy looks like. They had an interview with him. That's all we have with him. But he turned out a really good rookie season, 1,070 yards rushing, 7 touchdowns. In 2021, it was interesting. After he had that good year, we're like, okay, we're set at running back. We have a good running back. We know that in the 2021 draft. But then they went out there and drafted Travis Etienne. So we were like, okay, I guess James Robinson is getting phased out of this offense. And then Travis Etienne has his injury. And the next thing you know, James Robinson is back to being the starting guy. He had another good season, 767 yards rushing, 8 touchdowns, of course. He came on strong to start the year. Then he kind of fell out of favor with Urban Meyer. And then later on, he had his Achilles tear, ironically enough, against the New York Jets. And he wound up, getting out the rest of the season. 2022, he came back really strong. First couple of games, he was really good. But he started getting phased out of the offense a little bit. And honestly, this year, he was pretty inefficient as a runner. And it was clear that Travis Etienne, he did look like the better running back. I mean, if you look at him solely from like an explosiveness and just really just being able to have the speed, I mean, Travis Etienne kind of showed another element of game. But it did not mean that James Robinson was bad. And to me, it does not mean that you can just ship him off for nothing. I know when I look at it, I mean, I'm happy when I look at it. I'm happy for James Robinson, the person, the player, because like he honestly deserves to be out of the situation where the Jaguars really don't want to use him. I mean, Hasty was being used heavily last game, and I don't know if that's because they were expecting to try to trade James Robinson. I mean, it's not like there was. I mean, the market for him, the best you could get was a 5th round pick. So a day 3 pick was the market. So they're trying to save, I don't know what they're trying to save up for, but, then this injury the Jets didn't need this guy until Sunday, the same exact time. Literally, the game before, the Jets were like a 4 o'clock game. So the Jaguars are playing the 1 o'clock window. So, I mean, maybe they were trying to use him for trade bait, but they were using a heavy dose of Hasty the last couple games. And now James Robinson is officially not a Jaguar. It sucks, but like I said, I feel great for the running back in James Robinson. He gets a chance to, kind of have a restart in his career because he had a great career in Jacksonville, but it never seemed like the coaching staff wanted him, especially when the Urban Meyer, Trent Baalke regime came in. You draft a running back. He has 1 fumble and you bench him. That's one thing about James Robinson. He's not the speediest guy, but what he has is he can see the holes, he can hit them, he has very good vision, and he won't fumble the ball. Very limited fumbles. We're starting to see a problem with Etienne when it comes to ball security. So, yeah, I mean, it sucks. I don't want to lose James Robinson, but that just, I guess, is what it is. The Jaguars are going to Jaguar. We're at the trade deadline. It's clear at 2-5, we're not going to be buyers. And right now we're sellers to the New York Jets, who are 5-2 right now. I mean, how about that? I think they're 5-2, 4-3 or 5-2, but yeah, they've been absolutely killing it. That should have been us, right? We should be that team, but I don't know. It's taking us a little bit longer to get going. I don't know. The ball just has been bouncing our way lately. Whatever. So we'll see what happens. James Robinson, congrats to him. As for the Jaguars, I mean, here you go, take it. That just drives me nuts. I mean, you don't, whatever. Like I said, feel good for James Robinson. Stupid move from the Jaguars, in my opinion. But hey, as long as Travis Etienne keeps going, we'll see. But thank you guys for watching. I'll be coming out with a recap video here shortly, so stay tuned for that. And with all that said, thank you for watching. Go Jags!
Okay, Jacksonville Jaguars. Too much for your crew to handle. Keep it lit, and this is the #1 YouTube channel by UCF Jaguar. Yeah, we about to blast off. If you've been a fan, then this is the dopest platform. Yeah, never hold back. Gotta represent for the teal and black.